we done? Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everybody. This is Ariel Grace at A Gang of Girls Radio. And tonight we're going to be talking about resolutions. So I'm just going to let everybody get here. Some of you have been messaging me. I'm here. Hey, hi. Hey, Rhonda. So, yeah, stop messaging me. I'm live. Yay! Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about resolutions and numerology. I probably should have added that in the description, but we're going to talk about some numerology tonight because I feel like the numerology is going to empower you and it's going to help you feel, feel good about your plans for this year and what you want to accomplish in that. Okay, so we're going to be, I'll talk about that, but first, it's the new year. Happy New Year. Yeah. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Theo. So, it is the new year. It's 2019. Is that cool or what? Hey, Amy B. How you doing? Hi, Boris. So, it's the new year. I can't believe it. We made it through, or hey, I had a wild and crazy year. So this year I'm hoping and I'm planning for a rockin' year. So, first I want to say this is that, okay, so if you need somebody to assist you with connecting with past loved ones and that, you can check out my bro at psychictheo.com. All right? Psychictheo.com. He's a psychic medium. Me, not a psychic medium. Okay, second person is some of you have asked me about cord cutting and that, and you can get a hold of Melinda Carver for cord cutting. You can find her on Facebook, Melinda Carver. Check her out. Third person, one of my faves, who is totally awesome. She is going to be on next week on a Gang of Girls Facebook Live event thing. She is the astrologer, okay? So if you need an astrology consult, check out Rockin' Reverend Rhonda at karmiclaw.com. She just published her second book. You can check out her second book there. I think you can buy it there too, and she'll autograph it and all kinds of fun stuff. I have it here on my desk. Hold on. Here it is. Let me tell you, 5 stars. Check it out. All right. So if you need an astrology read, check that out. Hey, Rebecca. Hey. So I don't really do big stuff unless I consult Rhonda because I want to know about timing and I want to know about energy and I want to know about all that good stuff. So if you have big plans for this year, you're gonna want to map it out so that you're getting your timing right. Okay. It's like, you want Venus around for finances and stuff like that, and love and elegance and to be inspired. So you may want to figure out where your Venus is and how to work with that, right? Rhonda will help you. Okay, so the other thing is, a lot of you have been emailing me and saying, hey, when are you coming to Chicago? Theo and I are going to be in Chicago in March, okay? Starting from March 5th or 6th to March 11th or 12th or something like that. We're doing a Reiki workshop. We're doing 2 Reiki workshops. One Reiki workshop, Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 on the 9th and the 10th. It's in Niles. I'm putting together a newsletter right now with all the information in it and links to where you need to go to sign up in that. We need RSVPs because we need to be able to make your certificates for you. Okay? So I need to know first and last names, both names. Okay? All right, cool. So, and yes, I'm going to be doing live readings through the hotel that we're going to be staying at, and I think Theo is too. So we'll be working that week. So pre-booking, yes, we want you to pre-book. So around the 15th of this month, I'm going to be sending out a newsletter with information specifically for that, and then in February, around the 15th, again, I'll send another newsletter out specifically for that too. Okay? Okay. So we got that going on. Yay! All right. So now this year, which is really cool, if you've been listening to Rockin' Reverend Rhonda, and if you've been listening to Zoe Moon, you'll know that this is a 3-year. Some of you are like probably going, what's a 3-year? Hey, Shirley, give that kid a hug for me, will you please? So, hey, Miss Coosey. All right, so what is a 3-year? What does the number 3 represent? The number 3 represents, it represents creativity and being noticed. Are you looking to get a better position in your job? Are you looking for a different position in another corporation? Are you looking to expand your life? This is the year to do it. This is the year to put your high heels and your lipstick on and get your butt out there and do your thing, because this is the year that it'll happen. But you do have to put energy into it. Just because it's a 3rd year, you can't sit on your laurels and not get it done. Okay, so if you decided that you're going to change something about yourself or do something different or start a business or continue with your business and expand it some more, then hey, Nancy, then this is the year to do it. So get your high heels, your lipstick, your bow ties, and shine those shoes, because you need to rock this year. All right? So yeah, you're going to have to work. So 3s are creativity and being noticed. And we're going to go over some numerology. I'm going to show you this little chart thing. And you can do it yourself. You can do it for your kids too, because it's always good to know like your numerology, like what your numbers look like, so you can actually help. It helps you. It's a good tool so that you can plan your life. Hey, Lisa, Bobisa, Banana, Fanda, Fofisa. So I've got a chart here. I'm going to show it to you, but we're going to go over a couple of things because I want to help you with your resolutions and your goals and your intentions for this year. This is the best time to do it right now, so you can like clarify it a little bit, make it happen, right? So like last year, I had a whole thing planned out, and it kind of got derailed, but it got derailed in a good way, So I'm in a much better place right now, which is totally rocking. But this next year, I'm going to be traveling a lot. So I did some numerology. I listened to Zoe Moon. I read stuff from Rhonda so that I can plan my year in a good way, in the best way, right? And that's why I like communicating with you all too, is because I want you to do that too, okay? So get some paper out and get a pencil, all right? I'm going to show you this chart. It's a numerology chart. You can do your first name, your middle name, and your last name, all right? So, and I just did my first name as like an example. But what you want to do is this, okay? This is a good way of doing it. So take some gridded paper. That way, things look neat and tidy, okay? So what you do is you'll put numbers up here at the top. So you'll start at 1 and you'll go to 9, okay? And then after you do your numbers across the top, you start with number 1 and you put an A, and then do the rest of the alphabet going this way, okay? So you get to Z, right? So here's this part here is your little numerology chart. Now we're just breaking this down and making it basic for you, all right? So that you can do it yourself, which is, what you should be doing. You should be doing this yourself. So, and that's what this is all about. This is what my readings end up being, is you got stuff to do, okay? Okay, because you have to be accountable for your stuff, right? Nobody else can be. All right, so then I put my name, Ariel, Auriel, and then A is 1, a U is 3, an R is 9, an I is 9, a 5, which is an E, which is a 5, and an L, which is a 3. And then I add all of these numbers up, which equal to a 30, which equal to a 3. So I've got that creativity, being noticed stuff going on in my name, plus this year is a creativity and being noticed year. Yay! So you can do this for all of your full name if you want to. And you can add it up. So this is a 3, so I broke it down from 30 to a 3. And that's what you can do too. You can break them down. All right. So that way you come up with a single number. All right. So first, middle, and last name. And then you can add those numbers together to figure out a life thing. All right. Like a life choice. But this is basically what it looks like. So I hope you guys can see the chart. And I'll take a picture of it after we're done, and I'll put it in the comments so that you can see what it looks like too, so you can refer back to it. And then, in that way, like, you know, like what your numerology is. So I think it's really cool that, and I was doing it today, I was like, oh wow, I'm a 3. So I'm a 3, and it's a 3 year. Rockin'. All right, now I know some of you are gonna go, because I know a lot of you know about master numbers. Okay, so for those of you that want to know about master numbers, you can look it up on the internet. You can check them out and see what your master number is. And so the master numbers would be 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. Those are master numbers. All right? And that means that's like your lesson, your mastery lesson in this lifetime. All right? So like I have 11s in my birth date and in my name and a bunch of different things. So 11s are seeing everybody as like my brother and sister, like brotherhood and sisterhood. And I actually do that a lot because, hey, my brothers and sisters are all from the same father. Got it? So everybody's from the Creator. That's why I see it, you know. And so when you add it up and that, add up your 11s or add up whatever it is, break it down to a single number. And then you get that singular thing, all right? So this can help you with your resolutions this year, because when I saw that 3, like this year I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I'm going to be doing some fairs. I'm going to be taking books around. I'm going to be doing all this stuff. I have this whole little path planned. And that's why it's so great that it's a 3 year. I'm a 3. Awesome. So break your stuff down, use the chart, figure out where you're at in the chart, and see how you can plan your year to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. All right? And be accountable for you. That's fun, right? Okay. So, I'm gonna go over all the numbers so that you know, like, the single numbers, so that you know what they are. So when you do your chart, you can check it out. And again, I'll take a picture of this and I'll put it under the comments. All right? All right, so number 1, it's leadership. So if you got 1s, you're a leader. All right, 2, harmony. All right, 3, creativity and being noticed. 4, relationships. 5, freedom. A lot of you are looking for freedom, right? So if you got 5s, you're working on that whole freedom thing. 6, domestication. Your home, what you call your home, or what you call like your office. All right? 7, spiritual, metaphysical stuff, paranormal stuff. Okay? 8, power and money. 9, universal wisdom. Okay? So those are your numbers. That way when you're breaking it down, you're looking at it, you can see your theme, like where you're at in this lifetime and what you were meant to accomplish. Now there's a lot of different numerology things on the internet. You can even break everything down. You know, if you're like a control freak and you need to like know everything. Oh, it's a 5-year for you. Yeah, see? There you go, Rebecca. Well, you're probably a 5, right? It's a 3-year. You're probably a 5. So 5s are freedom. You've been kind of working on that too. That's so awesome. So it's good that it resonates. All right. So like that way you can look at your numbers, see what your themes are, and see like what you need to work on and what you don't. And for those of you too that want to break it down, like I said, control freaks, you can break down the consonants and the vowels, and they will also give you information about you and with numerology you can look at other lifetimes, like lessons from other lifetimes that you've brought into this lifetime to master. Okay? Okay, so just look up numerology, Google it, or have Siri find it for you and read books about it. Find out about it because it's actually really good. It's very interesting, and you'll be surprised like when you do your numbers. Okay. All right. So for those of you that that are into astrology too, again, Rockin' Reverend Rhonda is going to be on next week, and she's going to fill us in on some fun astrological stuff. So that's going to be very fun for us, and hopefully she'll come on more often now that we can figure this out. All right, so when you're making your resolutions for this year, like after you've done your numerology and all that, now that you know that it's a 3-year and it's about creativity and being noticed, you can get your themes going on and figure out what your goals are, because basically a resolution is a goal, right? Right. So like in this year, set up your goals and make sure like as you're setting up your goals that you're giving yourself enough time to accomplish your goals, right? Like don't freak out because maybe a month from now you haven't like done what you thought you were going to do. Maybe you need more time. Okay? Remember to like rest. You need to take time to rest. Because when you take time to rest and refuel yourself, you get new ideas, you get inspirations, your brain works good, right? The brain works good, and it's able to assist you with your strategizing so that you can have a good year and you can create what it is that you so want and desire. Because really, it's up to you. So, a lot of you are like, well, I wanted to get these things done and I thought I was going to get them done, but I've had these roadblocks and I don't know what to do about the roadblocks. Well, if you have these roadblocks, remember to pause and look at the roadblock and see what it is. Is it your thing? Is it the other person's things? Is it because you need to rest? You need to take time to chill out and just be present. Maybe that's the roadblock. Yeah. So remember that. Remember to be present with your family, be present with yourself, and really to look at your goals and what you want to accomplish. Is it your goal or is it someone else's goal? And you're just going along with it. So look at your goals and make sure that they're your goals and that you want them. If they're not your goals and you don't really resonate with them, figure out what you want. It's okay. This is a free will planet, right? So that means if it's a free will planet, you actually have free will. You can make up your own mind. That's fun, right? And it can also be adventurous. So make sure that when you are like creating your goals, giving yourself enough time, giving yourself enough rest, making sure that you're staying healthy and balanced so that you're not like wound up and stressed. Remember, the body needs to unwind. Okay? And again, if you're wound up and stressed, that means that the brain isn't working good, so you're unable to get those inspirations that you so want, desire to create your goals. And right now we're in new moon energy. So it's the new year. We're in new moon energy. So if you haven't made your intentions or your resolutions or your goals, this is the energy that you want to create in. Okay? You want to create right now. You want to sit down with your journal or your paper or your computer and kind of sketch together a map of what you want for this year, what you want to accomplish, where you want to go, and where you want to be at the end of the year. And see if you can start setting up your daily plans to create that. All right? So there's nothing that's getting in your way, really, of creating what you want, except you. You're the only person that gets in your own way. Don't make excuses. Just do it. Right? Okay. So that way you can get what you so want and desire, and that fulfills you and it helps you to be happy. Right? Right. So looking at it long term, if you have long term stuff that you want to create, and you're in process, make sure that you continue and keep that energy rolling and going. Hey, Mary Jo. Hey, Alexis. You missed the numerology. It's okay. So you want to make sure that you're accomplishing your goals and resolutions. So do it now. Like really look at what you want to accomplish or what you are accomplishing, because right now that energy is set up. We're also going to have another nice energy wave, like in the next 6 months. When I was meditating the other day and I was like looking out and watching the energy flux around, it looks like we're coming into a nice energy wave. And so the energy is starting to pull back right now to pull up into the wave, which looks like it crests like around March, like around spring equinox. And then it starts to come down. And then there's another energy wave that's going to pull in, and it'll start pulling in April. And I feel like it's going to crest like in June sometime. So we want to ride those energy waves so that we can keep moving forward. And when the energy is pulling back, that's when we want to create. So energy is pulling back. So right now what we need to do to ride the wave is think about what we so want and desire, so that we can pull in the energy and then ride the energy wave. All right? So after July, we'll talk about the waves that are going to go through in the next 6 months of the year. But this is the first part of the year. So you want to make sure that you are surfing those energetic waves, right? So get your surfboards out so you can surf the waves of energy, and you can move with them instead of floundering or fighting against them. And that way too, you're not feeling, you don't get tired. Instead, you're flowing. Right? Because we talk about flow a lot in this whole spiritual stuff. So we talk about flowing instead of fighting it a lot. And you want to flow. You really do. Because when you're fighting it, you're wasting energy. 2, it's not good for you. You're not getting anything accomplished. So you want to work with the energetics. That's why there's all of these so many different kinds of, like, there's astrology, there's numerology, there's intuition, there's all these things that you can learn about. And so, like, learning about, a bunch of different things and pulling them in to use in your tool bag is the greatest thing for you. That way you can navigate easier, and it's easier for you to listen to that internal stuff that's going on so you can accomplish what you so want and desire. Right? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So, for those of you out there, remember, make sure to do those intentions, goals. Make sure that you start writing them up. Write them up now. Write them up in this new moon energy. And every month, tweak it a little bit during the new moon. Tweak what you want to accomplish. Look at it again and see what you have accomplished, and what you're going to accomplish. Because when you're focusing on that for new moon, that means that there's stuff that's going to be cleared out of your way so that you can move forward. All right? For those of you who feel stuck, it's a feeling of being stuck. A lot of people are like, I feel so stuck. You're not stuck. You've chosen to be in this place and space. Why? Why is that? So ask yourself, why? Why have I chosen to be in this space and place of stuckness? What is holding me back? Why do I hold myself back? Ask yourself those questions, and look at what you can let go of so that you can move forward. Because sometimes we have to let go of people. Sometimes we have to let go of places. Sometimes we have to let go of things. So what is it that holds you in space, in that place? Because you're the only one that can hold yourself there. So what excuse are you giving yourself for holding yourself in that space? Right? Look at them. Okay. So while you're writing down your intentions and your resolutions and your goals and stuff, look at your life and see how freely it flows. Because it actually is flowing very freely. It's just up to you to decide to see it, how it's flowing. Okay? I'm seeing I've been feeling defeated. Yeah, so when you feel defeated, here's the deal, is like, I've talked about this before. I've talked about glowing. And I think maybe I talked about glowing when you're trying to find a love match. But if you're glowing, if you're consistently glowing because you love your life, or you love the way you're creating your life, that means that you're really in the flow of things and you're moving forward. So if you're feeling defeated or if you're feeling depressed and that, check yourself. Why? Why are you feeling like this? What hasn't occurred that you need to happen? And what can you do to make that thing happen? Right? So there's lots of ways that we can bring ourselves back up. One of them is being present, because a lot of people that feel defeated or feel outside of their body do not like their lives. So it's time to make some changes in the lives. You make small changes, shift things. Shift. Small things that will end up being big things. Okay? The sale of your house still hasn't happened, huh? Interesting. Huh. Okay, I'll talk to you about that after, maybe tomorrow, Mary Jo. We'll see what we can do about helping your house. Hey, Maureen. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk about that. Yeah, I got it that you're frustrated. We'll see what we can do. All right. So, and I've also known some people too with house things. If you have stuff going on in your house and you want to sell your house, or you just want the house to flow a little bit better, look up feng shui on, again, Google feng shui, and see if you can get a Bagua map and see where the placement is of your furniture and how your house flows, because that may be something that is off about the house, or that is not helping you focus in your house. Okay? Hi, Angela. So that is something to look at too, but I'll talk to you about that later, Mary Jo. All right. So, now we've talked about the numerology. Remember, again, I'm going to put it up. I'll take a picture of the chart and I'll put it up in the comments, and that way you guys can work your numerology for this year. That can help you with your resolutions and that, and assist you with understanding a little bit more about yourself, or maybe having some aha moments, because aha moments are very fun for us, right? Right. So remember, I keep getting the message to let everyone know, be really present right now. Be present and in your bodies. make sure that you're practicing that, because when you're present, you're able to make decisions that are for your higher and better good, that are great for you. Okay? So, and that way you'll know if something's coming up intuitively, and you'll be able to use that wonderful intuition and instinct that you have. And we're going to be talking about the clairs later on this month. I can't remember, but we're going to talk about clairvoyance, claircognizance, clair Augustus, clairalliance, clair audience. So we're going to talk about the clairs, I think, like the third Sunday of this month. So any questions that you may have, you can send them, you can email them to me, and that way I can look at them and we'll answer them, okay? Or if you go to the event thingy, there's an event, when I make the events, go there and you can put them in the comments. Okay? Okay, so here's the other thing too, that is coming up is February. February is love month. So in February, what I like is to have a whole bunch of love stories that I can share with everyone. So if you have a love story that you would like to send me that I can share during this time, I would really like that. That way, what it does with love stories is it gives people hope. It gives them hope when they hear love stories. Now, I've received love stories about all kinds of things. People coming together, sisters and brothers finding each other, pets, a guitar. One guy wrote a love story about his guitar one year. It was really cool. How they fell in love with certain places and things like that. So any love story that you want to send me to agangofgirlsinc@gmail.com and share during these times, I will share them. And I will also say who wrote them, too, if you want me to. But the reason for that is because, again, this is the beginning of the year, and we want... All right, thanks, Lisa. We want to give hope, because hope is powerful. Hope, the energy of hope, is what assists with our creations and assists with our intentions. So when we have hope and we're pushing forward with that hope, then we're pushing our intentions out to the universe and allowing the universe to come back with that, okay? So you want to glow. You want to glow on all levels, not just like being in love glowing. You want to be in love with yourself glowing. So when you're glowing, you're able to manifest. And that is something that a lot of people are very interested in right now, is letting go of old ways of being or old ways of thinking and opening up to something new. Okay? Hi, Amy. And I'll tell you this, like a lot of you know, I bought a car. I bought a car in December. I love my car. I've been intending for a Mini Cooper, and I didn't want a Mini Cooper with a stripe on it, and I wanted it to be like, pretty. So I don't have really good credit or anything, so it's kind of like, oh crap, it might not happen. But it did happen. It did happen. And it happened in a really good way with some really good people. And I was able to get the car. It's sitting out there. And some of you have asked me what her name is. Her name is Toots. So, and I was able to manifest that in like 6 months. I know 6 months seems like a long time, but I really wasn't in a rush to do it. So, there you go. And I had intended to land with some good peeps. I intended for it to be easy, freely, easily, and effortlessly. And it really was freely, easily, and effortlessly. When I saw the car, I knew it was mine. So I called the dealer, and the dealer's like, well, you haven't even driven it. And I go, that's okay. I know it's my car. And he goes, how do you know? And I said, because I'm psychic. I know that's my car. And he was like, okay. So Melinda Carver and I went down while she was visiting, and we bought my car. So it was really cool, and it happened very easily, effortlessly. And that's what you want with everything that you create, all of your manifestations, you want to put that in there freely, easily, and effortlessly. So that when you're creating, it comes to you with grace. Okay? So when you're asking the Creator or the universe or whatever you want to call it, when you ask for stuff or you're praying for stuff, ask for grace. Ease and grace. Because it works. All right. Yeah, I got my car. She's so cute. So in other little things, remember to be grateful for your blessings. Count your blessings, see your blessings, and be grateful for them. Stay present, and yeah. So that's the message this week, and I'll be talking to you next week. Rockin' Reverend Rhonda is going to join me, and we're going to have like a little bit of astrology going on. So it'll be very fun for us. Okay? All right. And go ahead and sign up for the newsletter so that if you're in Chicago and you want services or you want to join us for the Reiki workshop, everything's going to be in the newsletter so that we can start getting stuff organized. We'll be there in March. And it'll be very fun for everybody. Yay! All right. So everyone have a wonderful week. Keep your hearts open and align with the energy of love. All right? And I'll see you next week. Bye.